Imagine building an empire worth billions, a world where your decisions move markets, where silence commands rooms, and focus is sharper than any blade. Now imagine losing it all. Not because of the economy, not because of competition, but because of blood. The people who share your name. The people who were supposed to protect you. For the ultra-wealthy, this isn't fantasy. It's a recurring nightmare. Public reports reveal that internal family conflict is now one of the top 3 causes of billionaire empire collapse. Not market shifts, not politics, family. So tonight, we're not talking about money. We're talking about psychological gravity, why even the most powerful minds on earth lose their focus. The moment love mixes with legacy. Billionaires are not born immune to emotion. They're conditioned to observe without reacting. They build fortresses, not just financial but mental. But family is the one force that slips past those defenses. Every emotion a billionaire suppresses in public, pride, guilt, fear, validation, family brings them all back. Psychology calls this the emotional regression effect. No matter how powerful you become, around family you revert to who you were, not who you became. For billionaires, this regression is lethal, because in the boardroom emotion costs money. But at home it costs clarity. Think of it like this. Every empire needs silence to thrive, but in family silence becomes tension. And tension kills focus. They call it the curse of inheritance, a legacy built on effort, passed to those who never had to struggle for it. Children of the ultra-wealthy grow up in curated bubbles. Every door opens automatically. Every problem is solved before it hurts. But when pain is removed, purpose dissolves. A 2024 psychology study found that wealthy adolescents reported twice the rate of emptiness and anxiety compared to working-class youth. Because without struggle, the mind never learns endurance. Billionaire parents know this pain. They build empires through obsession and then watch their children lose themselves in abundance. They fund ventures, cover scandals, negotiate peace between siblings. And every time they intervene, their focus fractures a little more. Because the human brain wasn't designed to carry love and empire simultaneously. Every heir they rescue, every issue they fix takes them further from what made them powerful in the first place. Discipline, clarity, obsession. This is the first shadow. The illusion that love and legacy can coexist without consequence. Now imagine this paradox. You've built a fortress of wealth so no one can hurt you. But the only people with the keys are your family. Trust becomes a transaction. Conversations feel like negotiations, and dinners feel like board meetings. Public reports reveal a stunning statistic. Over 60% of high net worth individuals experience family conflict over control, inheritance, or trust structures. Psychologists studying the ultra-rich call it the trust paradox. The richer you become, the more you question everyone's motive. Siblings become competitors. Spouses become silent investors. Children become heirs to a crown they didn't earn, yet feel entitled to rule. Billionaires begin to see shadows in every gesture. Was that love or leverage? This constant vigilance destroys peace of mind, because focus is not about working harder. It's about silence inside the noise. And families is noise amplified by love. Many billionaires describe this state as mental claustrophobia, surrounded by everything but trusting no one. Every empire ends the same way, not with a bang, but with a dinner gone wrong. The Gore family, the Ambanis, the Redstones, publicly documented feuds that shattered billion-dollar legacies. In one oil dynasty, brothers sued each other over control of a company their father built from nothing. The legal war lasted a decade, and in the end, the company was sold to outsiders. In Korea, a global conglomerate lost billions in valuation after internal family litigation exposed corruption, resentment, and betrayal. These aren't isolated tragedies. They're blueprints of psychological collapse, because the founder's mindset, obsession, solitude, purpose is rarely inherited. It must be rebuilt in every generation. But heirs often grow up believing they are the empire, not its guardians. They confuse ownership with competence, and when the empire trembles, they blame each other. A 2025 X thread summarized it perfectly. The first generation creates, the second maintains, the third forgets. That forgetting isn't about money, it's about focus. And when focus dies, wealth follows. The more a billionaire tries to control their family, the more they lose control of themselves. Many billionaires suffer what psychologists call emotional displacement. They can manage billion-dollar crises, but not a family argument. To maintain order, they create rules: inheritance contracts, family constitutions, power hierarchies. But the human heart doesn't obey policy. Control breeds rebellion, and rebellion breeds chaos. So they isolate. They retreat into yachts, mountain villas, or private jets, seeking silence but finding emptiness. Because even in isolation, the shadows remain. You can't outrun blood. You can only understand it. One billionaire once said in an interview, "I built walls so high that my family forgot how to climb them." That's the quiet tragedy of wealth, when protection becomes separation. So how do the most self-aware billionaires escape this cycle? They rebuild trust using structure, not emotion. They create family operating systems, formalized processes that define values, clarify roles, and educate heirs. It's not about control, it's about clarity. They bring psychologists into board meetings. They teach emotional intelligence before inheritance. They treat legacy like an ecosystem, not a hierarchy. And slowly peace returns. The lesson for us is universal. Your empire, whether it's money, peace, or purpose, will always be tested by emotion. If you don't design systems for it, emotions will design chaos for you. Clarity is luxury, focus is freedom. Every empire carries ghosts, not of competitors, but of conversations never had. Family shadows aren't evil. They're emotional echoes of love, fear, and unmet expectation. A father builds, a son inherits, a daughter questions. And somewhere between them, focus fades. So ask yourself, what's the price of your peace? How much of your focus do you give away to emotional debt? The richest people on earth aren't chasing more, they're chasing silence. Because when you lose focus, you lose everything that made you who you are. Family shadows will always exist, but when you learn to see them, they lose their power. Wealth, success, or peace, whatever you're building, remember this: focus is not built by effort, it's preserved by clarity. If this message resonated, hit subscribe, share it with someone chasing peace more than power, and tell us below, what's your biggest shadow? Until next time, observe, don't react.